Hi everyone. Let's take a look at the following limit. Find the limit of the absolute value of x minus 5 divided by x minus 5 as x is approaching to 5. Now before we start, you have to remember the basic rules for limits. So if you think about this in 3 steps, it goes as follows. Step number 1, you have to be able to find a left limit and make sure that the left limit will exist. Then step 2, you have to find a right limit and make sure that the right limit also exists. And the final step is to confirm that the left limit equals to the right limit, which equals to some number, and therefore there is a limit. So notice I didn't write this out formally. I did not write this out mathematically from a textbook. I'm just giving you the gist just to give you a quick refresher before we deep dive into this example. Now, with a different color, here we go. I start with the left limit. As x is approaching to 5 from the negative side. And if you think about this, again, there are 2 other videos that you can watch, which relate to the left limit, to the right limit, and so on. But basically, you pick a number a little bit to the left of 5. And I could pick, for example, 4.9 minus 5 divided by 4.9 minus 5. And again, if you go back and think about this, this equals to the absolute value of negative 0.1 divided by negative 0.1, which basically equals to 0.1 divided by negative 0.1, which is negative 1. So we found the left limit, and the answer is negative 1. Now, likewise, I'm going to find the right limit. And again, right limit just means x is now approaching to 5 from the positive side. And again, you can pick a number a little bit to the right of 5. So for example, I can pick 5.1, 5.01. I'm just going to pick 5.1 in this case. Again, notice I'm putting this in quotation marks because it depends on the number that you're selecting. And I'm just going to select 5.1. And again, in this case, this is going to be 0.1 divided by 0.1, which basically equals to 1. And again, the first thing you should notice is that the left limit and the right limit are not the same. So again, I'm not writing out in full, but if I give you the shorthand, since the left limit does not equal to the right limit, therefore, when I think about this limit, as x is approaching to 5, the answer is going to be DNE. And DNE, of course, means does not exist. So how do I graph this to confirm I'm doing this right? So again, I would say to everyone, spend that 1 extra minute, draw a graph. And what that really means is the following. If I go back, set up a scale, and I'm graphing the function. Again, let's switch to another color for you. Let's go back to the first color. And I'm graphing y equal to the absolute value of x minus 5 divided by x minus 5. Notice when I'm looking at x less than 5, it's going to give you this negative 1. And this is going to be the first cavity. Likewise, when I'm looking to the right of 5, so when x is greater than 5, again, there's another cavity. There's the function. Now, what does this really mean? So again, right, if you look at this, the reason why the limit of this function as x is approaching to 5 does not exist is because I look at the left limit, and the left limit is going to be negative 1. I look at the right limit, and that's going to be 1. And the fact that the left limit and the right limit do not equal to each other, therefore the limit of the absolute value of x minus 5 divided by x minus 5 as x is approaching to 5 does not exist. I hope this makes sense.